Missed by Oviska.
Waits on that one. This is a good mix by Luis Rees. You wouldn't think that he does not bowl regularly. You can see he's fallen into the groove straight away. He went for 4 runs given the charge, but since then has come back with with a couple of good deliveries.
Yeah, he plays for Derbyshire. Luis Rees from England.
Tries to make room for himself, moves to the onside, and the bowler sees him moving back, and the control that Luis Rees has on his bowling, you could see the evidence of that. Just followed the batsman, cramped him for space.
Yeah.
নিরাপদ হোক পথ চলা। পানির প্রয়োজনে আমরা আছি সব সময় আপনার পাশে। বাংলাদেশের সর্বাধিক ব্যবহৃত পানির ট্যাঙ্ক গাজী ট্যাঙ্ক। গাজীর প্রথম, গাজীর সেরা। বাংলাদেশের সমৃদ্ধিতে গাজী গ্রুপ।
Well, the power play comparison tells you that the Chittagong Vikings had only 49 to Sylhet 60, whereas during the last 5 overs, in particular, that the Chittagong Vikings went into overdrive and really had a whale of a time, particularly with Sikandar Raza batting, really rushing it at the end of the innings to take it over that 211. Tanveer Haider is going to come in, the leg break bowler now from the AKS end. He's a man who has got that chance of taking a wicket. You get more purchase as a wrist spinner from any kind of wicket. And if the batsmen try to take the attack to him, they might have to pay the price. There'll be a balancing act here for Fletcher. He's in a marauding mood at the moment, 39 of 25. Let's see how he handles Tanveer Haider. Good ball, first up. Just a single tucked away.
Yeah, just going back to what you just said, last 10 overs, 127 runs is what Chittagong Vikings did. Let's have a look at the power play here. It was all Francisco, wasn't it? He's still there. He's gone down the wicket. He's played some cracking shot. Look at that shot. What a good piece of timing. And that's how Gunathilaka dismissed. But he kept going on. And he needs to go on to ensure that Sylhet can actually go on as close as possible to the massive total that Chittagong has put on. That's the team wagon wheel for the Sylhet Sixers power play. Very strong on the offside, 42%. There's a few runs on the leg side as well, but offside has been where they have targeted.
Waits on it, tries to chop it away, but finds the fielder. This is very, very good, tight and accurate bowling by Tanveer Haider. Has not given the ball too much here. They know they're on GTV, beaming all around the world. Tanveer Haider, vigorous rub with that towel. Ball's gathering some wetness as it rolls over this lush green outfield here at the Zohar Ahmad Chaudhary Stadium. It's heavy, the dew, but still enough to have some effect. Down the wicket, sees him coming, drops it short. This has been intelligent from the bowler.
A very good over. Only 3 runs in this over so far. 21 fours and 9 sixes. It was raining 4s and 6s in the first time when the Chittagong Vikings batted. Will it start to rain 4s and 6s for Sylhet? We just have to wait and see. They've already picked up 6 4s and 4 6s in the 6 overs that has been bowled.
As you said, it started raining earlier. It's just stopped at the moment, and they don't want that. They want that momentum to continue. It's been a good over. 4 runs so far from the first 5 balls. Can the batsman go for a big one, or can Tanveer Haider finish it with a dot ball? It will be so crucial.
Easy, my love, 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 love. 어렵지만 너무나 어렵지만
Superfish drinking water.
Let's call Super Sleep.
কি প্রবলেম? এই যে ক্যাসেল দেখছ না? প্রিন্স রনি, প্রিন্সেসকে বাঁচাও। ইয়েস।
সুপার চিকেন আর সুপার মশলা ফ্লেভারের সুপার টেস্টি ইবাদ এগ ইনস্ট্যান্ট নুডলস। নুডলস যখন এত মজা, মজা তখন ঠেকায় কে? এগিয়ে চলো কল্পনার রাজ্যে। গাজী টায়ার, নিরাপদ হোক পথ চলা। গাজী টায়ার, নিরাপদ হোক পথ চলা।
Strategic timeout completed, but this is the time the batsman, after any kind of pause in play, the need to regroup, just refocus. We've seen on occasions batsmen lose their concentration and lose their wicket in the process. This is Sanzamal. Crashes it away, but there is a sweeper. Restricts him to just that single.
Well, if Andrew Fletcher can go on to pick up 100 here, if he does, then surely Sylhet Sixers will have a chance of winning this match. It's still very difficult, but they need to go at this rate of 10 runs in an over. Down the wicket it comes. Oh, good work, really good work in the deep. Very good, had to run to his right and just pull it back at the very end. Looks like Fansel.
Good commitment shown. Look, just stretched his hand out and ensured that it came within the ground and recovered quickly enough. Well done by Stian Fansel. Good committed work in the field. So, Babar Azam now on 13 of 7. He can't afford to hang about. This is good bowling. We've seen a good over last one from Tanveer, and now Sanzamal carries on the good work. Every single is not going to help. The run rate keeps on climbing.
Yeah, the run rate can shoot up very quickly. A couple of good overs, a couple of singles. Yeah, Fletcher ran for room. But he's also scored 42 of just 30 deliveries. 6 fours and 2 sixes. They've struck at 140. And that's their hope. That's Sylhet Sixers hope right here. Andrew Fletcher.
He was so close. He's backing away in chance of a run out here. This is going to be close. Anisur Rahman goes up to the third umpire. Now, have they got a decision in their favor? This is going to be interesting.
At first it was too close to cut. It had easily gone. Let's see where's the batsman. I think he's home. Very good running. Really good running.
Yes, that's very good. It just slid the bat along the ground. And despite that good throw, it was not out, as we all saw. So it's batsmen putting the pressure on, even when they're running, they're putting the pressure on the fielders. Fielders responding well. This is good cricket in the middle. Good fighting stuff going on between the Sylhet Sixers and the Chittagong Vikings. It's pretty much even Stevens at the moment, actually. After 7.4 overs, Chittagong are 68, we're 68 for 3. Sylhet are 68 for 1. just can't penetrate that gap backward of point.
Yeah, you got to put them away for a boundary because it was short, it was wide, and he's hit that straight to the fielder. And there was no man in the deep in that direction. They have a wideish long off. Now it's gone a little bit squarer.
His speed makes it into a full toss, but only a single, just 6 runs. 5 runs from that over. After 8, it's 69 for 1.
Next call, super sweep.
কি প্রবলেম?
আমরা গোল।
গোল! এই যে ক্যাসেল দেখছো না? প্রিন্স রনি, প্রিন্সেসকে বাঁচাও। ইয়েস!
সুপার চিকেন আর সুপার মশালা ফ্লেভারের সুপার টেস্টি ইফাদ এগি ইনস্ট্যান্ট নুডলস। নুডলস যখন এত মজা, মজা তখন ঠেকায় কে? এগিয়ে চলো কল্পনার রাজ্যে।
Straight down the ground. That's going to be 4. What a shot from Babar Azam. Keeping the momentum going. That's been set by Andre Fletcher.
Definitely. Good use of the feet. What he did well was he got close to the ball and prevented that ball turning too much. Don't forget this is a leg spin bowler and he could get a lot of revs on the ball. And with that turn, 73 for 1. They're going at better than 10 runs and over. They need to be consistent with their rate here.
Good response from Tanvir. Excellent first over that he bowled. Even though he's got hit for a boundary, this is that pivotal time of the innings when you're chasing such a big score. Even with them flying, they still need 11.83 at this stage, and it'll go up every time they don't have a big over.
That's true. That I think is the challenge that Sylhet is facing. They need to be consistent. That's why I said consistent. They can't afford to have any overs with runs less than what they require or any cheap overs as a batting side. They need to be consistent. They need to hit a boundary or two almost in every over. At the moment, very little as far as the comparison is concerned. But let's not forget, Gautam, that the momentum of Chittagong just kept going and going and going after the 10th over.
Again, good use of the feet from Babar Azam. Almost gets the boundary there, but good work in the field. Marvellous commitment. That's Najibullah Zadran from Afghanistan, throwing himself and making sure that didn't go for a boundary.
Again, hitting against the turn. That was an excellent shot. It looked like a boundary to me. Great work in the deep. Couple of runs, but again, you could see that just 8 runs in the over. They got 2 balls to go. They need a boundary here. At least 2 twos. Let's see. Will that be a wide? It is a wide. That's a poor delivery. Now, Chittagong Vikings got 127 runs in the last 10 overs. So you could see the impact, see the damage they created, the mayhem. So that's the challenge here for Sylhet.
Remember, Roshan, this was the same Chittagong Vikings who in their first 2 matches scored 52 and 54 respectively in their last 10 overs. They more than doubled it.
You're right. It's an amazing thing. I remember asking Misbar about it, and that was their concern. But they seem to have overcome it, which is good. And they've chosen the right game in front of their home crowd. Last ball of the over.
Oh, that's big from Fletcher. That's going to be another maximum. At the end of 9, 85 for 1.
ভাই একটা ফ্রেশ পানি দেন।
Hello, Tamim.
Hi.
Is it safe for him?
No,
Huh?
it's the safest.
Thank you, Tamim.
মেমব্রেন ফিল্ট্রেশন ও ড্রপলেট মেথড সহ মোট 15টি কঠিন ধাপে পৃথিবীর সর্বাধুনিক স্ট্যান্ডার্ড নিশ্চিত করে তৈরি হচ্ছে দেশের সবচেয়ে নিরাপদ পানি সুপার ফ্রেশ ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার।
সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি গাজী পিভিসি পাইপ, আগাগোড়া মজবুত, বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ।
গাজী পাইপ আগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম।
গাজী প্রথম, গাজী সেরা।
Vital 50 brought up by Andre Fletcher with this fabulous shot to finish the previous over. Clean hitting, going all the way and bringing up a 50 of just 33 deliveries. Disappeared between the two side screens. Just a muted applause. Knows he's got a long way to go still, Fletcher. While the action continues out there in the middle, the batsman looking for a quick second run, and I reckon they're going to complete it. Excellent running between Fletcher and Babar Azam. And let's quickly run into the stands and see what Pia's up to.
আমি এখন আছি চিটাগং ভাইকিংস এর সব ফ্যানদের মাঝখানে। আপনারা দেখতে পাচ্ছেন হাজার হাজার ফ্যান, সবাই একই টি শার্ট পরে এখানে আছে চিটাগং ভাইকিংস এর। আপনাদের কাছে আমার একটা কোশ্চেন, চিটাগং ভাইকিংসকে খুবই ভালো খেলছে, আমার মনে হয় আজকে তাদের বেস্ট খেলা খেলেছে। আপনাদের কি মনে হয় আজকে হোম কন্ডিশনসে খেলছে বলে কি আজকে ভালো খেলছে?
এখনো পর্যন্ত 65 বলে 126 রান দরকার আছে। দুইটা ওভার যদি সেভ করা যায় এবং সঞ্জামুল তাম্বির ভাই আমাদের তাসলিম ভাই আছে, তাসলিম ভালো করবে, তাসলিম ভালো করবে, আশা করি ইনশাআল্লাহ অবশ্যই জিতবে।
আপনারা দেখতেই পাচ্ছেন সব ক্রেজি ফ্যানদের মাঝখানে আমি আছি। চিটাগং ভাইকিংসের জন্য অনেক অনেক শুভকামনা। নাও ব্যাক টু দ্য কমেন্ট্রি।
I was looking for her. Did you see Pia anywhere? I couldn't find her. I just couldn't find her. I think she was lost there. I hope she's all right.
Well done, Pia. Well done, our cameraman as well. Trying to squeeze between those enthusiastic fans, and you can't really blame them. The first time that cricket has come to Chittagong in this year's AKS BPL 2017, powered by Shah Cement. And to top it all, their team is doing so well. Every reason to celebrate. Could Sylhet spoil their party? At the moment, they're on course. 9 wickets in hand. Andre Fletcher going well, striking at 148.6. Babar Azam at 162.5. Partnership already 47 of 34 balls after the departure of Gunatilaka.
I'd be tempted to use Rasa, because Rasa with the bat in hand was outstanding. It's been his day. Who knows, he might come and get a surprise scalp or two.
Well, he has bowled one over. He did come on. The second over of the innings. They've run well. They've really run well. They've come for one, put pressure on the field and taken a second at the end of 10. It's 92 for 1.
Next call, Super Sleep.
কি প্রবলেম? এই যে ক্যাসেল দেখছো না? প্রিন্স রনি, প্রিন্সেসকে বাঁচাও। ইয়েস,
সুপার চিকেন আর সুপার মশলা ফ্লেভার, সুপার টেস্টি ইফাদ এগ ইনস্ট্যান্ট নুডলস। নুডলস যথেষ্ট এত মজা, মজা তখন ঠেকায় কে? এগিয়ে চলো কল্পনার রাজ্যে।
Really look like it's anybody's game to play for. Interesting version at this stage. The comparison: Chittagong Vikings at this stage with 84 for 3, Sylhet 92 for 1, well ahead, but they don't want to replicate those last 10 overs of 120.
Well, that's the challenge, I think, as far as Sylhet is concerned.
It's everybody's game to play for.
Seriously have to ensure that
comparison.
they match
Vikings
Chittagong. They got 127 runs in the last 10 overs. Over the top. Taken. Good attempt. But I'll tell you, they will need every half chance taken here.
Yeah, Lewis raced the fielder on this occasion. He made good ground, but just spilled out of his hand. Probably just bounced out of the wrists. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. It hit him on the wrist instead of into the palm of the hand. then he's just saying he got a bit winded by that effort as he dived into the turf.
How crucial will be his half chances? The 50 partnership is up. Fletcher's gone to 50 himself. 50 of 37 balls. How crucial will these half chances be? Shomusaka just moving his probably medium pace from the AK's end. All Chittagong would want is a wicket at this stage, and if possible, 1 or 2 cheap overs, just to try and create a little bit more pressure.
That's Andre Fletcher. He started out in great style with some big sixes and then some lovely shots along the turf. 4 boundaries in succession of Subhashish Roy, and then continued with that lovely 6 to bring up his 50. Hit it to both sides. From Shomusaka should have got more treatment than that. Lucky to get away with it. Interesting choice from Luke Ronchi to go to Shomusaka, obviously a part-timer.
And could be, obviously not could be, he's one of the weak links in the bowling lineup, not a front liner, so Sylhet would want to capitalize on this. They'll want to maximize the opportunity. They've got 3 balls to come. So far, Shomusaka has done well, just 3 of 3.
Again a full toss. This time, Andre Fletcher takes toll. What Babar Azam couldn't do, Fletcher does. He gets a boundary. But that one, Roshan was just asking to be asking. But the important thing is that Fletcher put it away perfectly. The gap, I tell you, those shots they stay hit. He's a powerful striker. He hits the ball so hard. And they just race away off the middle of the bat. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes under that lid. Oh dear. On that occasion, the eyes didn't quite help. It was a tennis shot. Nice forehand down the line. Fletcher wasn't expecting that from Shomusaka.
Yeah, I think he took a lot of pace of the ball. That's what happened. Look at the off-break, attempted off-break. See what happens. He was looking to play the cut and then adjusted. It was still coming.
And again, well done, Shomusaka. At the end of 11, 99 to 1.
This is so just mine. Makes you feel this way. When I can see you're feeling good.
You're real beauty. Photo F5. Capture the real you.
এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। দেখি সার্ভিসটা তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে এত ইন্টারনেটটা 2টা কিনলে 1টা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
দশে 4
কি? তোর এই রিভিউ কতদিন চলবে?
যতদিন নেট থাকবে ততদিন।
99 টাকায় 3.5 জিবি ইন্টারনেট পেলে এমন নিতে হবে, তাই না? এয়ারটেল অ্যাপল নিবে জাস্ট ফেস ক্যান্ডি। কাঁচা আমের ভেতর দুর্দান্ত মশলা ফিরে মশলা মাখা পঞ্চা বসা জাস্ট ফিলস। ভাবনা থেকে ভালো কাজের শুরু। অ্যান্টিঅক্সিডেন্ট ও ফ্লেভোনয়েড সমৃদ্ধ এক অসাধারণ ব্লেন্ডার ফ্রেশ প্রিমিয়াম টি খুলে দেয় ভাবনার দুয়ার।
This stage, timing so well. Fletcher's going at around 143 runs per 100 balls. Babar Azam 155. So they're in the mood. They're in the zone, as one might call it. Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Loves to hit straight as Babar Azam. We saw it in the previous over as well. Such a straight hitter off the cricket ball, Babar Azam. Plays so well in the limited overs form, both T20 and 50 over cricket. Meanwhile, the 100 has come up, 101 for 1. Fabulous record has Babar Azam. He averages 58 in ODIs and 46 in T20 cricket. And we know in T20 cricket, anything above 35 is considered a good average.
Look at this 50s, very even 32 and 35, but they need it to be even quicker. That's how demanding this chase is turning out to be for Sylhet.
Clever, very clever Babaraz, and he gets a boundary. Didn't need to do too much with that. He saw where Lewis Rees was bowling, and he just helped the ball along. I thought he was a bit lucky as well, Gautam. For a moment I thought he had hit it down the throat of the man and short fine leg. But in the end turned out to be a very good shot. 6 runs now, 3 balls, back on the hand. Every run will count. They've got 6 of the first 3. They need to finish strong here, Sylhet. Let's see how much they'll get of the last 3 here. That rate is climbing. Again from the back of the hand. Very clever bowler, Lewis Rees. So many different ways to bowl that slower ball. And Lewis Rees has been one of the exponents of really bowling it from the back of the hand. You need so much control for this. Just watch that. This one is more conventional, rolling the fingers. Previous delivery. 7 for 1. We showed you one way of bowling the slow ball. How about this, Roshan? How difficult is this to control?
Definitely. That's back of the hand, the wrist involved, so you'll need a lot of control, as you say. Accuracy is important. And also ensure that it lands on the right spot. So there's a lot involved in that attempted delivery. On the full, only a single. So this is a good over. Just 9 runs off, it's 108 for 1.
লাক্স জেসমিনের চিরচেনা সৌরভে ফ্লোরি ফিউশনালের আধুনিকতা যা দেয় ফুলের মতো কোমল আর সুরভিত ত্বক। আমার সৌরভ, আমার পরিচয়, লাক্স।
You're real beauty. Apple F5. Capture the real you.
বাইরের দেওয়ালের উপর ধুলো টিকতেই দেয় না। এপেক্স আল্টিমা।
What a view! Nothing new. 10-এ 4 কি? তোর এই রিভিউ কতদিন চলবে? যতদিন নেট থাকবে ততদিন।
99 টাকায় 3.5 GB ইন্টারনেট পেলে এমনই তাহলে, তাই না? এয়ারটেল।
Important. Right required up to 13. The original rate was 10.6. But as long as they've got wickets in hand and they can continue. They are 60 from 42 for Fletcher, 36 from 23 for Babar Azam. They are still very much in this game. Shaka continues from the AKS end. Decent first over from him. That'll be called wide.
That was Fletcher who started it all, and he needed someone from the other end to come in and get in some sort of form with the bat, and that's exactly what Babar Azam has done. 56 of 23, partnership of 66 of 49. It has been a good one. Straight back to the bowler. You mentioned that it is possible. Yes, it is. It's been a measured chase, especially from him, Fletcher. Dot ball versus a slower ball, 44%. Again, a little bit wide on that occasion, and now that's the opportunity that they need to put that away. Babar Azam has missed that out. Had an opportunity.
He did the slow ball there. They've done him. But Shumi Shaka's first over was decent. Firmly struck. Will just be the one. I think what he's done well here, Atta, is he's taking the pace off the ball, and that's exactly what needs to be done on this kind of surface. We saw Tusky
মালাই চা ছাড়া জীবনটাই বৃথা।
আমার তো লেবুগুলো করলে 4 ফোঁটা, সাথে 1 চিমটি আদা কুচি।
চিনি দিবেন কিন্তু ঘুরবেন না, নিচে পড়ে থাকবে, ধীরে ধীরে গলবে। আইস টি হবে 12 রকম মানুষের 13 রকম চাওয়া, আর এই জন্যই বাংলা লিংকের আমার অফার। *888# এক্ষুনি ডায়াল করে আপনার পছন্দ মতো ইন্টারনেট আর টকটাইম অফার বেছে নিন। আর এখন ডায়াল করলেই 500 MB ইন্টারনেট এবং 500 SMS ফ্রি। বাংলা লিংক হলো ফ্রেশ সুপার প্রিমিয়াম সল্ট, আয়োডিন ও ব্যালেন্সড মিনারেলস শরীরের ইলেকট্রোলাইট ব্যালেন্স করে, যেন আপনি থাকেন সবসময় অ্যাক্টিভ। ফ্রেশ সুপার প্রিমিয়াম সল্ট, অ্যাক্টিভ সারাদিন।
এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। দেখি
সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে 1টা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
এখন গান শোনো, তোর ইন্টারনেট চাচ্ছে না।
Yonder Music, download the #1 music app now, exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য. No money for music.
In the home ground, and Sylhet trying very hard to get close to that total. Taskin Ahmed, the new bowler, rolled a very good over. First over, only 5 runs. Men in the deep, 3 on the onside, 2 on the offside. Played away in the air, just fall short of that fielder. Pick up a single.
And the captain Luke Ronke back on the circle, trying to make the angles with the man on the boundary smaller. Had he been in the conventional position, I think that could have been a catch. Single nonetheless.
He's struggled with the timing on that occasion. Babar Azam 39, he's made of 28 deliveries, but only 2 4s and a 6 in that innings. He's been busy rotating the strike, making. I mean that's pretty good because the man in form with the bat is Fletcher. There you go. Wow. Going good into the stand. That is massive.
You took the words out of my mouth. Huge 6 from Fletcher. You were just talking about the man on form getting the strike. Look at that. That is a beautiful strike. Right out the middle of the bat and just 4 meters short of 100. Wow, is that a good shot. And from the rate being at 13.9 before that ball, it's come down to 13.3. 138 k's an hour the bat speed. That's quick.
Yeah, if they can get a really big over, then that run rate will certainly come down. The original run rate was 10.6. It has gone up to 13.35. And the best over they've had so far is the 3rd over, where they picked up 17 runs. 89 from 40 now. And you can see the concentration in his eyes, Fletcher. Oh, it's gone up. Someone is getting in the lead. Oh, what a catch. Great comeback from Taskin Ahmed. Just when we were thinking that he was in control. Looks like Sikandar. Oh, you can't keep him away from the game, can you?
You cannot keep him out of the game. What's the good catch? First of all, wild ball, slower ball. He's seen the man coming at him. Big outside edge. Sikandar got under that ball very quickly. Can't see it in the replay, but made quick ground and took a good catch. Not easy in the lights and ball going over his shoulder. But it has been a brilliant innings. He's annoyed. 71 from just 46, up 123 for 2.
পেমেন্ট বিকাশ করলে 2টো লাভ। 1, ক্যাশ দিয়ে ঝামেলা নেই, আর 2, কেনাকাটা হবে স্মার্টলি। তার মানে ক্যাশের চেয়ে বিকাশ ভালো।
তুমি কখনোই সবকিছুতে এক্সপার্ট হতে পারবে না, এটা তো সবাই জানে, রাইট? তাহলে তুমি সাধারণ শ্যাম্পু তা দিয়ে কিভাবে ড্যান্ড্রফ দূর হবে? নেভার। ফাইনালি পেয়েছি ভরসা করার মতো একটি শ্যাম্পু, বেস্ট এভার ক্লিয়ার, নিউট্রিয়েন্ট যুক্ত, Jada and zero dandruff. Non-stop. তাই যখন চাই জিরো ড্যান্ড্রফ, আমার ভরসা শুধুই ক্লিয়ার। ক্লিয়ার, নাথিং টু হাইড।
Your real beauty. Photo F5. Capture the real you.
If he gets set, doesn't have too much time on his hand, but if he does get set, then he can really smash it around the ground. He's been in very good touch.
He has. Balls of 70 and 49 in his last innings. 41 from 26 the innings before that. Big single taken, so he's certainly a man in form. However, not easy to walk in there and be needing 14 to the over. This is the wicket. A ball, slow ball. We were just talking about how they loved his pace coming onto the bat. He's used the slow ball for the first time and straight away it works.
It's a fielder at mid-off to long off.
Good shot.
He runs on the board, you know, your body language changes, and that's what happened with them. At the moment, they're really backing themselves. But yeah, we need Shabir to just sort of, play a blinder. Somebody's got to play a blinder to win from here. Capacity is there, but it's a stiff one.
Yeah, what about Babar Azam? He's been playing so well, 58 average, 46 in T20s. What a talent he is.
Yeah, he's been a great find. I mean, he's been outstanding in one-day cricket.
The 14,
T20 is also, still finding his feet. But Test match cricket, he needs a little bit more time. But yeah.
What a stunning catch that is, just as we were talking about Babar Azam. He hits it up into the air, and I think it's Najibullah Zadran on the boundary who takes a stunning catch, and that is another crucial wicket loss by the Sylhet Sixers.
Stian von Sale picks up a wicket. It's an inspired bowling change, but an excellent wicket there. They lose a crucial wicket. Babar Azam goes for 41 of 32 balls and it's 100.
মালাই চাচারা জীবনটাই বৃথা।
আমাদের লেবুগুনে গুনে 4 ফুটা সাথে এক চিমটি আদা কুচি।
এতে আছে জার্মান হাই ফ্লো ইঙ্ক, লেখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট, ফাস্ট এন্ড ফাস্ট।
Good to have you in Bangladesh.
Thank you very much. Good to be here.
But tell us, when the Sylhet Sixers bowled, you must have had a few things to say to your bowlers after that, conceding over 200.
Maybe later on, but not at the moment. Yeah, we bowled poorly, maybe 20 or maybe 30 too many runs. But yeah, we're still fast, but we're going strong. We've got a wickets in hand, but you never know this T20 game.
Sometimes it can be a challenge, especially on a good batting surface. You're a young man from Pakistan. We were expecting a lot from him. Tough learning curve.
Yeah, he's only young. I mean, he's only 18 and is still very much learning. Very good seamer, but unfortunately today wasn't his day. Didn't really get any swing early on, and yeah, but it's learning curve for the entire team. It's their first season, and really looking forward for brilliant fielding. I mean, they're doing good job at the moment, but yeah, we need a couple of boundaries there.
What an effort that was in the field. Their first bounce, it should have gone to a boundary. I think the umpires are probably going to have a quick check on that. We'll watch that. I'm in the company of Wakar Yunus. Just seeing that, he reckoned with the naked eye it was a great piece of fielding. And as always, the veterans got it right. Good piece of fielding there. Denied your side a much-needed boundary.
Yeah, once you got so many runs on the board, your body language changes, and that's what happened with them. At the moment, they're really backing themselves. But yeah, we need Shabir to just sort of, play a blinder. Somebody's got to play a blinder to win from here. Capacity is there, but it's a stiff one.
Yeah, what about Babar Azam? He's been playing so well. 58 average in ODIs, 46 in T20s. What a talent he is.
Yeah, he's been a great find. I mean, he's been outstanding in one-day cricket. T20 is also, still finding his feet. But Test match cricket, he needs a little bit more time. But yeah.
What a stunning catch that is, just as we were talking about Babar Azam. He hits it up into the air, and I think it's Najibul Zadran on the boundary who takes a stunning catch, and that is another crucial wicket loss by the Sylhet Sixers. Stian von Sale picks up a wicket. It's an inspired bowling change, but an excellent wicket there. They lose a crucial wicket. Babar Azam goes for 41 of 32 balls, and it's 100.
মালাই চাচারা জীবনটাই বৃথা।
আমাদের লেবুগুনে গুনে 4 ফুটা সাথে এক চিমটি আদা কুচি।
চিনি দিবেন, কিন্তু ঘুটবেন না, নিচে পড়ে থাকবে, ধীরে ধীরে গলবে।
আইসটি হবে 12 রকম মানুষের 13 রকম চাওয়া, আর এই জন্যই বাংলা লিংকের আমার অফার *888# এক্ষুনি ডায়াল করে আপনার পছন্দ মতো ইন্টারনেট আর টক টাইম অফার বেছে নিন। আর এখন ডায়াল করলেই 500 MB ইন্টারনেট এবং 500 SMS ফ্রি। বাংলা লিংক।
লাক্স নিয়ে এলো পারফিউমের এক অবিস্মরণীয় সৃষ্টি। পারফিউম বিউটি অয়েলের এক অনন্য মিশ্রণ, যার পারফিউম থাকে বহুক্ষণ। নতুন লাক্স পারফিউম সোপ কালেকশন, সৌরভ এমন রবে বহুক্ষণ।
অ্যালপেনলিবে জাস্ট ফিলস ক্যান্ডি, কাঁচা আমের ভেতর দুর্দান্ত মশলার ফিলিং দেয় মশলা মাখা কাঁচা আমের স্বাদ। জাস্ট ফিলস।
28 for 3. Well, just a couple of deliveries to go, and I'll just a few more moments with Wakar Yunus. Yes, it's a tough one there, but lessons to be taken out going to the next game.
Yeah, I mean, they got to think that, how we started this tournament. We started superbly. We had a great 3 wins, and then suddenly things started going downward. Yeah, that's what you got to think of. We're very, very much capable of bouncing back. Yeah, it's going to get harder. It's not going to be easy from here on. But yeah, this is what T20 cricket is all about.
And once again, another wicket fall. Stian von Sale is on fire. And at the fag end of that over, another wicket falls. And you can just have a look at it. There was an appeal, and the umpire had no hesitation in giving Shabir Rahman out. The Sylhet Sixers lose another wicket. Shabir Rahman goes for 3 of 4 deliveries. Now 129 for 4.
ভাই, আপাতত মেনে নিন, বেশি স্বাধীনতা চাইলে ফ্রিডম প্যাক নিন। আছে আনইউজ ডাটা ক্যারি ফরওয়ার্ড, ভ্যালিডিটি ও ভলিউম বাড়িয়ে নেবার সুযোগ। নেই পেপার ইউজের টেনশন। রবি।
makes me feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue. You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
ম্যাডাম ব্যাগটা নিচে রাখুন প্লিজ। এবার সামনে রাখা যে কোনো একটি কৌটা তুলুন।
গন্ধটা তো পাচ্ছি না। না না, এটা না।
ওকে, এখন বাম দিক থেকে তুলুন।
এই তো তাজা লেবুর সুগন্ধ। আমি শিওর এটাই মেরিল। আমি কেটে নিতে পারি?
এই দেশে 2 যুগের বেশি সময় ধরে শীতে উষ্ণতার প্রতীক হয়ে আছে তাজা লেবুর সৌরভে মেরিল পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি। তাই চিনে নিন আপনিও মেরিল পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি।
সিনেমা সাথে রাখো সব সময় সেন্টার ফ্রেশ।
সিনেমা
Center Fresh, magic of freshness.
While his team is staring down the barrel, 108 innings, 1,345 runs, an average of 21. He's going to have to score a lot more than his average if he's going to give his team, the Sylhet Sixers, a fighting chance in this game. Abul Hassan is the man who joins him. 2 wickets, of course, falling in the last couple of deliveries. Lots of pressure now on the men from Sylhet.
Yeah, 123 for 1, 129 for 4. And this is the big over for Chittagong. First it was the next one was obviously Sabir Rahman missing the straight one. It was Babar Azam who got out in the caught in the deep, but this is he just missed the line completely. You know, you want to take few chances, but maybe it's a little bit too early to take a chance in playing a stroke like that. It's getting difficult and difficult. It's been very good from Chittagong. You got to give credit to Chittagong.
Man, I want to give particular credit to the captain, Luke Ronke. Big appeal, might be pitching just outside the leg stump. But he's brought on Shumir Shaka, who doesn't normally bowl. He's brought on Sale, who doesn't bowl either. And I think that's because they don't have pace on the ball. The batsman has to try and manufacture a shot to get the ball away to the boundary. Fortunately, Babar Azam caught off a full toss. But you could see Shabir Rahman trying to play the sweep shot because there's nothing there in terms of pace to work with. Swung away and out! Another wicket falls. And as we are talking about the slower bowlers coming on and the batsman having to make a shot, another wicket falls.
Yeah, they're falling apart here. The batting is falling apart. Lost 4 very quick wickets. Just hitting it straight to the fielder. Shanzam Rustam taking catch and good one from Shumir Shaka to send back Abul Hassan for naught. Sylhet 130 for 5.
এসে গেছে 2 দিনের ব্যাটারি লাইফ সহ নোকিয়া 2 4G স্মার্টফোন। এখন বন্ধুদের ফান চলবে নন স্টপ, কারণ নোকিয়া 2 সাথে এয়ারটেল দিচ্ছে 9 GB ইন্টারনেট, 300 মিনিট টক টাইম, সাথে আরো অনেক কিছু। এয়ারটেল।
সিনেমা সাথে রাখো সব সময় সেন্টার ফ্রেশ।
সিনেমা
Center Fresh, magic of freshness.
No jor jabardasti, only ultra gliding, cool shaving foam, the real smooth experience. Proti shave, cool, real man kokhono jor khatai na.
I see you at the movies. I see you with your lipstick.
এসে গেছে 2 দিনের ব্যাটারি লাইফ সহ নোকিয়া 2 4G স্মার্টফোন। এখন বন্ধুদের ফান চলবে নন স্টপ, কারণ নোকিয়া 2 সাথে এয়ারটেল দিচ্ছে 9 GB ইন্টারনেট, 300 মিনিট টক টাইম, সাথে আরো অনেক কিছু। এয়ারটেল।
স্যার লুজ প্লিজ। এমন ঝড়ের গতিতে সব লিখে ফেলতে ম্যাটাডোর বল পেন। এতে আছে জার্মান হাই ফ্লো ইঙ্ক, লেখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট, ফাস্ট এন্ড ফাস্ট।
বাইরের দেওয়ালের উপর ধুলো টিকতেই দেয় না। এপেক্স আল্টিমা।
স্যার লুজ প্লিজ। এমন ঝড়ের গতিতে সব লিখে ফেলতে ম্যাটাডোর বল পেন। এতে আছে জার্মান হাই ফ্লো ইঙ্ক, লেখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট, ফাস্ট এন্ড ফাস্ট।
The ball hits timber. That's a big strike.
Shot, back in, shot.
toss, swung away, 6.
Got it. How to Yorker batsman, that's how you do it.
And that's swung around. It's going to find the boundary. Oh, that's going to be close. Up goes the finger.
BPL Season 5, Chittagong Vikings versus Rangpur Riders. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. live on GTV. Also on Rabbitol app.
That is a brilliant shot. But now that's falling in the air and it's taken. Big wicket.
Brilliant effort.
Got it. Comfortable catch taken in the outfield. Right from the middle of the bat. Oh, he's got it. What a ball. He'll be happy with that. He's got the big fish.
BPL Season 5.
Yeah, we haven't seen Nasir Hussain coming on to bat. Noor Hassan, the new next man in. He's come in best of 79, but they need a special innings. A miracle. That's what they need here. It gets just difficult and difficult. It's really clever piece of bowling. He's been very impressive. Sylhet will be disappointed the way they bowled. Purely, and now they required nearly 20 runs in an over. In the moment they play a dot delivery or don't pick up a, even if they pick up a boundary, the run rate will still climb up. Now this should be taken. It's taken. Another wicket falls. It's not happening in favour of Sylhet Sixers, but certainly Chittagong cruising along.
He's gone for the big one and hits the bottom of the bat, and this man you cannot keep out of the game. Another catch for Sikandar Raza, a comfortable one. And Tim Bresnan, just the 2 runs for him, 6 down for 131.
সাথে রাখো সব সময় সেন্টার ফ্রেশ
সিনেমা
সেন্টার ফ্রেশ ম্যাজিক অফ ফ্রেশনেস
বাইরের দেওয়ালের উপর ধুলো টিকতেই দেয় না। এপেক্স আল্টিমা।
I see you at the movies. I see you with your lipstick.
এসে গেছে 2 দিনের ব্যাটারি লাইফ সহ নোকিয়া 2 4G স্মার্টফোন। এখন বন্ধুদের ফান চলবে নন স্টপ, কারণ নোকিয়া 2 এর সাথে এয়ারটেল দিচ্ছে 9 GB ইন্টারনেট, 300 মিনিট টক টাইম, সাথে আরো অনেক কিছু। এয়ারটেল।
At last, the captain comes in, wondering why he hadn't come in earlier. Previous commentators were mentioning that fact. He's come in at a position of despair for his team at the moment. And the game has turned around on its head. Sharkar, the unlikely hero with the ball, trying to hoist it over the top, and that was very well judged by Sikandar Raza. It's his day, isn't it, Roshan?
It's just been his day. I'm sure if he was given the ball now, he would get a few wickets. I know he opened the bowling, but everything he's touched has turned to gold. He's taking catches, he's hitting sixers, and unfortunately, Sylhet Sixers are fluttered to deceive.
Well, that man can take a lot of credit for thinking out of the box. Yeah, Sylhet Sixers promised a lot. They're up with it till about 10 overs, pretty much neck and neck. And then the pressure started to build up. Do some intelligent changes of bowling, I felt. Slowing the bowls down, Sten Van Zyl and Shomo Sharkar being used. Unorthodox bowling. he's tiptoeing forward, and all he can do is just push it and take a single. That's not going to do at all. Required right now over the 20 mark. Almost an impossible position to be in.
Yeah, I think this game is over unless one of these two batsmen could bat out their skin, which again looks very, very unlikely because 132 for 6. Got 4 overs, that's effectively 23 balls to get 80 runs. That will be a Herculean effort if they get there.
Down the wicket, he's not going to give up, is he? Uses his speed and gets the maximum. Just beyond the reach of that fielder. Made a good attempt at that one. Was sailing over his head.
Well, he's not too enthusiastic about it. Look at his body language. He's not running about. He just slammed it and stood there. And he got the other batsman coming to him and acknowledging it. So that could possibly sum up the disappointment he has about the batsman and his team. Oh, thankfully, that just missed our cameraman.
Well, I suppose it's all about damage control now, isn't it? Just reducing the margin of defeat, because in the long run, if you end up in equal points, then that net run rate might come into contention. To see the reaction, very pensive mood for the Sylhet dugout there. The owners not very happy with the proceedings. Right down the wicket, but it's only gone or another single. So the last rites being played out here is just a question of what the difference at the end is.
Yeah, at the moment, it might look substantial by T20 standards. May not be 50, 60 runs, but it won't be anything close because I must give credit to Chittagong. They've held their nerve. The fielding has been good. And the bowling, I think, as you said, with the captain thinking out of the box, was outstanding. Just pulled a rabbit or two.
Well, that's what you got to do. You got to try something out of the ordinary, and that's what T20 cricket is all about. Good ball once again. Batters trying to find new kind of shots, innovations, improvisation. The bowlers finding new angles, slowing down deliveries, and the captains thinking out of the box and surprising the batters with unorthodox bowling.
Well, one thing about Sylhet is, talk about it after it's over. Again, full toss, not taken full use of, only a single. 11 runs off that over. 142 for 6.
স্যালুস প্লিজ। এমন ঝড়ের গতিতে সব লিখে ফেলতে ম্যাটাডোর বল পেন, এতে আছে জার্মান হাই ফ্লো ইঙ্ক, লেখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট, ফাস্ট এন্ড ফাস্ট। সিনেমা সাথে রাখো সব সময় সেন্টার ফ্রেশ। সিনেমা সেন্টার ফ্রেশ, ম্যাজিক অফ ফ্রেশনেস।
$70 runs to win, 18 balls left. Now the writing is on the wall for the Sylhet Sixers. Unfortunately, they put up a fight. They entertained the crowd. I must say, the crowd here on a Friday holiday have been really entertained with both the matches today. And though they're drifting away now, satisfied that their team have come back with a win at home. They needed this very badly to get out of the rut, languishing at the bottom of the table. Can't be a happy feeling for the team, but now today they'll feel much better. Yorker from Taskin Ahmed. And, you know, the situation of the game dictates or allows the bowlers to try different things, and they always pay off. On another occasion, it would not.
But I think Sylhet Sixers should really get back to the drawing board. I don't think they have shown any upward trend. We've seen them lose games, close games, and this game, I'm in no way suggesting that they had this game within their grasp. They had to really make an effort. But look at the way they bowled. They were very ordinary with the ball in hand, and now the middle order has just fallen apart.
Oh, that's very word. I was trying to put a little bit of extra. You heard that grunt from Taskin Ahmed. Also, we saw Waqar Yunus talking about he's going to have a chat with the boys, particularly about the bowling after the game is over. There are lots of little things that they need to sort out, and very, very quickly. Sylhet Sixers starting off with a bang at home in the very first match against the Dhaka Dynamites and slowly falling away. It's a boost in the spirit of the Chittagong Vikings here. Oh, waited on that one, and he's played it right down the throat of the fielder at short third man. He tried to be cheeky, the batsman, and there was a lack of pace, 109 kilometers per hour, and it was straight and easy. Rashagulla catch.
Well, that was his fielding practice. Just a little nudge down to the man at short third man, and Taskin Ahmed is delighted. So the captain goes, Nazar Hussain, for 8, it's 144 for 7.
Kamrul Islam is the new batsman in. All he can do is throw his bat about, and I don't know what the instructions have been. Would you say that they'd rather play out the 20 overs and reduce that or damage control, if I called it earlier? That's how he got out. The easiest wicket that Taskin Ahmed is going to take. The short and wide, off knock at that one, and straight down the throat.
Well, Sylhet Sixers now on the verge of losing their 5th consecutive game. Now, this is after they had a magnificent start for the tournament. They won 3, the first 3 games, and 3 very good wins, and then losing 5 on the trot. That's difficult. You need to reverse it.
Someone who have reversed it are the Chittagong Vikings, because they're on a losing streak. Didn't know where that one squirted out from inside part of the bat. Couple of runs.
Well, the game now played at a very leisurely pace, no boundaries coming. I don't think Sylhet Sixers would want to just block balls. Ah, well, he's looked to go wide. That seemed to be his strategy. He's got both bowling wide of the off stump and taking the pace of the ball.
I don't know about his strategy. I think the batsman played into his hands on both occasions. A little fortunate, but that is the state of affairs, that even a ball which is possibly not a wicket-deserving delivery turns out to be the ball that gets rid of the batsman. And a good ball might go on for 4 runs. That's the funny game of cricket. Waits on that one. That was slowed down very nicely. Good ball from Taskin Ahmed. Just 111 kilometers per hour.
Well, isn't that the way this game is played, Shamim? There aren't any good or bad balls, because the chances are that every ball would be punished. So if you can get away, well, I'm not surprised that Waqar Yunus looks that way. He's not happy. And how could you? His team has just performed poorly.
Not the right time to set the field. 65 needed from 13 balls. Just go and bowl the balls. Down the wicket, makes it into full toss, doesn't time it, and gets in only a single. 6 runs from that over, the 18th, 148 for 7. The match summary for you in this match number 26 of the AK's BPL 2017, powered by Shasan, and 211, the highest score so far in this edition by the Chittagong Vikings. Sikandar Raza, absolutely marvellous from 95. Sylhet Sixers started off with a bang, chased it for about 10 overs, now they've fallen apart. Full toss, sliced it, lucky, over the third man fielder for 4 runs.
Good start to the over, but I'm afraid that's a little bit too late in the day. Almost the toe of the bat, just swinging wildly. One bounce into the boundary.
That's the way of going about it. I like the attitude. Just you don't want to die wondering, do you? You want to give something, give your full effort till the end. Doesn't matter if you're going to lose it, but at least reduce the margin of defeat. Well done. You have to reach for that, and even better from the fielder. This is good, committed from the fielding side. They have saved a lot of runs.
Yeah, it's turning out to be a comprehensive win for Chittagong. At one stage, definitely looked so close, particularly when Fletcher was in full flow and Babar Azam was with him. But with the departure of those two, especially in that little space from 120 to 130, Sylhet has just lost their way. Well bowled. This is very good bowling. He's looking to bowl that full length delivery and wide of the off stump.
Yeah, it works very well at the death in particular, doesn't it, Roshan? The wide Yorker length, slower, wide-edge deliveries. Very difficult to reach, very difficult to read, and always pays off with the dot ball more often than not. Oh, that's inside part of the bat. It must have been pretty close to the wicket there. It's going through to the boundary now. Someone's catching up. Just get a couple. It's a close call.
Well, Subhashish Roy, he's bowled a good full-length deliveries. And it's an attacking length, especially in this format of the game, because it can get you wickets. It also does well. It's almost Yorkers, beating the batsman. He's been good. This over in particular has been very good. He's been unlucky, being hit for 4 of an outside edge or a top edge, but he's been controlled.
Look, Ranchi. Golden to give him the towel. That's a full toss and it's right as an arrow. What a brilliant strike that is. This is good. Rear guard action coming from the batsman of the Sylhet Sixers with that 6.
Six number 274 on the full. This time he got there first. Subhashish Roy was looking for the Yorker. A little bit predictable. I think that is a problem. He was pitching the ball up and the batsman knew and he was waiting. So this over has cost 12 runs. So 1 ball to go.
Down the wicket, gives him the charge, doesn't get hold of that ball. And a single of the 19 overs completed. It's 161 for 7. Ruskin Ahmed has 2 for 21 in his first 3 overs. And still needing 51 from 6 balls. That's impossible. How close can they get? He's dragged the ball from outside off inside part of the bat and a single. 162, Roshan, would be a pretty decent score at the end of 19 overs in any other game. But in this game, you're way behind.
Yeah, if you're batting first in particular, you'll be very pleased. But as you said, this game, it's a completely different ball game, isn't it? The other side, Chittagong has raced along to 211, so you might end up losing this game by about 40 runs even after scoring 170. We got 5 balls left. Let's see what happens here.
Pulled it, but could not get hold of it. Chance of a run out direct.